So for those who don't know what First Tee is, at First Tee Massachusetts, we teach kids and teens life skills and character values through golf. We use the game to help build resilience, grit, integrity, and deliver other skills that our participants will use on and off the golf course for the rest of their lives. Our age-based curriculum meets kids where they are developmentally and allows us to have conversations that are relevant to what's going on in their lives at that time. For example, with our youngest participants starting at 7 years old, we keep it pretty simple. We talk about concepts like respect, sportsmanship, and making good choices. As the kids get older, the life skill elements evolve to things like goal setting and finding our personal par on and off the golf course. As they become teenagers and enter high school, we talk conflict resolution, overcoming adversity, and planning for the future. So I just want to provide a few quick numbers for you, and then again, I'll get out of the way for Chris. We currently operate 11 program locations around the state, and we're in the process of identifying at least 3 more expansion targets for the next 18 months. More than 1,200 different kids participated in our curriculum programs this year, with several hundred more being exposed to golf through our school and community center outreach programs. We'll do close to 3,000 total kids this year. We're among the top 20% of First Tee chapters nationally for overall retention, as well as teen retention. Almost 20% of our participants come from zip codes that are considered underserved or distressed. And over the last 5 years, 15 of our participants have been selected to attend a First Tee national opportunity, which includes leadership academies, national championship invitations, or even college scholarships. And those opportunities bring me to Chris. I've had the privilege of watching Chris Taylor grow from literally a shy child who was this tall, who was hiding behind his mom, Angie, who's right over there, to the gregarious and impressive and tall young man before you now. Again, he and his mother, Angie, have been hugely impactful in helping me grow and shape our chapter's impact since I took over in 2018. Chris has been a tremendous representative of our chapter for several years as a participant, a junior coach, a guest speaker, and absolutely someone who is on my personal go-to team. He himself has been selected for 3 different First Tee national opportunities, traveling to Montana, Atlanta, and Minneapolis for leadership academies, as well as the Game Changers Academy. I am very proud to introduce a true game changer and one of my favorite people, Christopher Taylor.
Hello, everybody. Well, you gave me a great introduction. I don't even have to say my name anymore. But again, my name is Chris Taylor. I've been in the First Tee program since the age of 7. So, for reference, like Kyle said, it's probably around like my waist. I'm currently in my senior year at the Newman School in Boston, and going into my 2nd year now as a junior coach with the First Tee program in Massachusetts. Over the years, I've seen so much to share about when people want to know what being in the First Tee is all about. I know Kyle provided you all with all the numbers that really do speak to the growing impact that First Tee has near and far. Today, through a few moments, I would like to share to you about how your support makes a personal, direct, and clear difference in the trajectory of young people like me who are inspired to face the world ahead because of the spirit of the First Tee. If you've heard me speak before, there's been so many experiences that I've been able to draw on. Some of you heard me say that my mother's belief and lifelong learning exposed me to impactful institutions like the New England Aquarium and the Science Museum, where my first real word was fish. And access to spaces where curiosity could grow with the First Tee led to my love for marine biology, as well as environmental science. My access to opportunity and responsibility for communities that we navigate are leading family values to this day. But as we believe, it takes a village. Funny enough, it was actually the lack of access that opened the door to how we became and now give back as a game changer. When I first started in the program, my mother and some of her other civic leader friends wanted to know how kids are able to get into this golf program that they heard about, but were having a hard time getting accepted into. Next thing you know, I found myself on the golf course learning a sport that I've grown to love. I was no longer playing around with just a random toy set that I would find at maybe a TJ Maxx, but really now was snack hitting some real golf clubs. I was also learning about myself when we were taught the 9 core values as they were when I was younger. Honesty, integrity, sportsmanship, respect, confidence, responsibility, perseverance, courtesy, and judgment. From series to series, my awareness of why those values were important grew both on and off the golf course. I wish I could tell you it was an easy path from going from registration to the first tee to being on this mic in front of you all today. The truth is that when I started, our chapter was very new and growing to meet the very overwhelming demand of families who wanted their children to have access to countless opportunities that we all know that this industry provides. There were starts and stops, but just like our rounds on the course, there was also resilience. Our chapter had growing pains in trying to make this program find the right path. But you know what? Through it all, my chapter friends and I are the face of a new generation of players. Our success is paved through the stepping stones laid by people just like you who keep investing into this program. As our partners grew, the ability of our chapter to shift from the core values to curating opportunities that build self-awareness, confidence, leadership, and inspiration to make a difference did too. From check presentations to play service or experiences in the Game Changers Leadership Conference, even expanding to the ACE level in our lesson series, participants can see themselves authentically as people of impact. We are influential because we are the future of the sport, but it starts with our present. What we do today and every day going forward matters. What does my everyday look like because of people like you who support the first team? Well, now I'm completing my senior year at an international baccalaureate at high school as the only scholar athlete on my basketball team seeking the full credential. I'm learning that I can play as a team member while also having my own unique goals, finding what the first tee teaches as our personal par. I'm the captain of my cross-country team, instilling confidence to run every race, knowing that we are small but developing our best runs. As first tee teaches, we are growing with grit. I'm paying forward the opportunity to increase access and opportunity to get in the game as a junior coach at either the winter series held at our local PGA out in Natick, or the new indoor simulation pilot program created at a local community college for new players who may not be able to start on the course. I spent each summer serving as a caddy scholar at our local golf course at William J. Devine in Franklin Park. And I'm continuing to enjoy learning about myself through the First Tee National Leadership opportunities. I'm also giving back as a longtime volunteer with my family serving the Canton Veterans Legion to show gratitude for those who first served us. Finally, speaking of gratitude, I know that my next stop is that I'm going to college. Thank you. I'm going with confidence to pursue environmental science and religious studies, a focus sharpened by the leadership series, driven by my family values, and reinforced by my First Tee family. I'm going with the encouragement of partners like you, because of you who believe in us. I'm going with more than a determination and focus. I'm going with an initial scholarship award from ShopRite and an Acer computer, both very strong partners with the First Tee. And I'm going more with just a running start. I have these lessons and skills learned that, like the sport and soon to be my future degrees, will be with me for life. For these gifts, I leave you guys with my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you for keeping the First Tee spirit alive for me and the players who will swing for their dreams in future rounds of golf. Thank you guys so much. Is this still showtime for me? I don't know if I'm supposed to hold on to this. So.